Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Hello, all of you.
Hello.
Happy
Yes.
Wednesday.
Happy Hump Day Eve to all, and happy 2 days after Tax Day for those who celebrate.
After tax, isn't the
When this
15th?
comes out, not when we're.
Oh, right, yeah, okay. You're gonna, whoa. Scared me for a second. I was like, hold on. Wait a second. Yeah, tax day. That's a fun day, isn't it?
Jesus. Are any of you guys done? Have you guys filed away or?
We actually file extensions, so we actually don't do our taxes until like October. But our CPA does all that. I'll handle all that.
It hides all that income.
I don't know about that. Not yet.
Sounds like you've been doing your taxes there, Eric.
Eric?
I'm glad to come off that way because no, I haven't.
Oh.
No, that's this weekend. This weekend is tax crunch time. But for now, worry free. Just just
tax evasion weekend.
Yeah, exactly. Run away to Canada weekend.
They got even bigger taxes than us.
I know. I want more taxes. These taxes are dinky.
I think the biggest scam is property tax. I'm paying tax on property I already own. Fuck you. Fuck you. It's so stupid. Like income tax, all right, fine. We gotta get tax for something to pay for the things that taxes pay for and public services and yeah, whatever it is. Sure. But property tax, like, no. What are you doing?
You don't need any more sidewalks. You
got
them. You paid for them already.
My sidewalks are there. They get repaired. You know what? I would be fine if like every 10 years they're like, hey, we need to repair the sidewalk. Everyone needs to contribute this amount so we can pay the sidewalk. Fine. But where's the money going when the sidewalk's fine and the trees are blooming and the shit's fine? Why am I paying X amount of dollars per year? It's too much. It's way too much, I tell you.
Brother, you are preaching to the choir.
Especially here in California.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of thinking it would be a fun twist if Chapman was like, I like taxes. I think they're nice.
Taxes are fun.
Discourse coming. No, yeah, it's that time of year. But you know what? We get our taxes all out of the way. We we give our CPA a little spank and go, okay, see you next year. And then we have a delightful weekend ahead of us, gentlemen. It's Easter and 420 weekend at the same time.
Yeah, you get very spiritual. Yeah.
Raise up and blaze up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Smoke with the burning bush, if you will.
Do you think Jesus smoked weed?
So I thought about this long and hard over making lunch. I thought, here's the thing. I bet it was chill to smoke with the apostles. I bet Jesus was not a fun hang when high because he can't stop teaching. He's got a parable. And when he's high, the parables don't make sense. They don't like come together nicely.
He was just like, have I ever told you guys about
the mustard seed?
Yeah, Jesus, we heard the yes, Jesus, we got it. God.
But what about the hemp seed?
And they keep saying, like, could you turn this loaf of bread into a ton of Jack in the Box? And he's like, nah. Let me give you another parable, though.
All right,
turn it off, Jesus, just for 15 minutes.
Jesus, before we get smitten by the Lord, let's hit the
everything.
Ham fist that theme song in.
Everything is everything. 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 Everything is 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 everything is
everything. Is everything. Is everything. Is everything.
I will say though, if we were all high and one of you guys came into the room was like, so have some of this, give us if you gave me a drink and I drank it, I was like, and you were like, that's my blood, I would freak out, you know? I don't think sober me would like it, but high me would be very, very, I don't know.
There was just a TikTok about this I saw where it was like what it's like being Jesus's friend or whatever. And he was like, hey guys, try my new bread. Try my new bread. And they eat and like, tastes kind of weird. What is this? He's like, it's not really bread exactly. And they're like, oh, just feed us your body. What the hell? Why did you do that?
It tastes like organ meat. What do you think was gonna happen?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Or one of those really obscure breads that you came up with for the cheese and bread list. Is this new ciabatta bread?
That's me, baby.
That's me, baby.
Oh
Good.
man.
So, what do we got on the plate today? It's a joint week, huh? We got no plans, loosey goosey.
Nothing week. We've had a very busy non-Pokemon. Let's see what we did. We ate some Plowman's lunch. We discussed Kanye before Kanye came out with a new album. Well, maybe we'll be coming out with a new album. We'll see.
A second,
And,
yeah. He still hasn't dropped that World War III. World War III has been. Kanye,
I gotta say,
Kanye saved us. From
I may
World
not
War
agree
III.
with him, but the idea of us talking about when's World War III happening? Is that still happening? It is a good title.
Yeah. Very big.
And then finally, Chatwin introduced us to the wonders of anime last week, and that's gone live. We've already seen the horrified reactions of half of our fan base, and it's
half of our fans, just Russell.
Now, Chat, do you have any plans for your avatar? Are you going to use that in any future?
Yeah, what have you done with her? Is she discarded or
Put her in a
What have I
shoebox
done
and
with
bury
her?
her?
yeah,
That's a very good way of putting it. I
live
don't
in your
know
folders.
yet. Yeah, bury her down. I don't know. Maybe she'll come up again sometime. We'll have to wait and see.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
Now, would you be opposed to lending her out? Because I know you know someone who does Twitch. So is she out for Lent? Like, is she up for like?
No,
Is it?
no, she's chained up in my basement. No,
I knew it. I knew it.
Oh,
She's
man.
hidden in a bunch of
Yeah.
files and folders.
Yeah. No, she's
Nice.
pretty easy to find.
Well, that's
All
good.
right. Oh, cool.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with it yet. Now that I've actually, yeah, we'll see. I guess we'll see.
I feel like this was, I could be wrong, but this ended the trifecta of all of us have now spent money on something dumb for this podcast.
Do you mind rattling it off for the audience if they haven't seen the episode?
Oh gosh, you mean for you? For what you
No,
did?
no, what each of us have bought for the podcast.
Okay, let's see here. Well, you bought
Dig
an
in the-
anime avatar. You bought a demon nurse.
Yeah.
David, you bought and returned a wig, which is very disturbing to Chatwin and I.
I also bought a D&D die. Still got
That's
the die.
true.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I
that's
guess
true.
we all
That's true.
got D&D die.
We got Legos. We all got Legos.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
true.
I got my D&D thing over there.
Hold on, where is it? Well, editor, go wide on me. I got my my bracket that I paid.
Go wider,
$20.
editor. Wider.
Go wide. Now go along. I'm gonna pass you a. Anyway, I bought that stupid fucking bracket. Printing from. Office
Oh
Depot.
yeah, that's right.
That was far more
Mhm.
expensive than I thought it was gonna be.
I forgot you got that.
And the clown makeup, which was affordable.
Oh yeah, that's true. Nice.
Nice.
So now
big collection.
we're all in the red together. So that's
Chatwin bought rings, although it wasn't really for the podcast. It was for like a life change.
that was like an extra, like that's a write off. I'll also do an episode on these rings.
Do you think I could let my tax guy know?
Yeah, it was definitely a business expense.
He
Yeah.
pulls out
For
a
the sake of the
400-page
podcast.
binder called Ring Guy stuff. And, how is the ring life? Are you continuing down that path for now?
You know, I've set the rings down for a bit. To be honest, it's inconvenient to have a bunch of rings on. David, you were right. You hit it on the forehead. Rings, although cool in principle, inconvenient in practice. But for all those ring guys out there, kudos. Don't stop wearing them rings.
Yeah.
We love
Heavy,
you.
heavy is the hand that wears the ring. Is the phrase.
Well said. Yes. Doesn't mean that I can't put the rings back on. Maybe for like special occasions or something. You know.
There you go. Yeah, and that's how I kind of feel like,
something formal.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
A nice dinner.
You're not shaking too many hands or whatever. You're just like,
or an occasion where
Exactly.
you are shaking hands.
no, because
Yeah.
the rings, man, they squish you. You got too many rings on you.
Yeah,
squish
that's a
your
power
fingers.
move, though. It'll hurt you, but it's a power move.
Oh God.
Well, I got fucking nothing, guys. My big thing was Jesus and 420. Then when you said the theme song was coming, I was like, uh-oh. I guess I should have brought more.
Should have continued the Jesus
I wrote
and
down
420.
something. Do you know that we're being big leagued right now? We're getting big leagued.
We're being big leagued?
We're big leagued by Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
You know they put pants on Donkey Kong?
Yeah.
Pants. We're getting big leagued.
Isn't that like it's only one of the outfits though, isn't it? Or is that his whole outfit for the game?
I have a feeling that Nintendo's made Donkey Kong woke. They put pants on him.
They put pants on him.
Big lead by Nintendo of all people. After all we've done for them too.
You'd think, right?
You don't like pants on your Donkey Kongs?
I don't like getting big leagued.
Definitely, yeah, and I don't like being undermined either. And it seems like that's what's happening right now.
You want to see that donkey schlong? Is that what you're getting at?
Look, yes, but more so, he invented an outfit all in and of itself, just tie, naked,
tie.
sans anything with a tie. Now he's tying pants.
What's up with that?
Sound right to you? David? If you put on a tie right now and took off your shirt, do you think you'd look good?
I mean, yeah, but
yeah, you would. But fashion-wise, you would not.
Maybe it's a thing. People have
I'm
done
sorry,
it.
David. I don't think you can pull off high.
Well,
hold
on now. Hold on there, Eric.
Okay, fair enough. You know what? There's only one way to pop off that shirt, David.
Only if we're from here up.
Yeah, you could just lie and say you have pants on.
Yeah. All right, so shirts coming off, or what's the?
Are we popping? No, I don't have a tie.
Popping. We're doing skins. It's a skins episode.
Donkey Kong skins v pants. Yeah, that's a shame, Chatwin. I'm very sorry about that.
Yeah, it kind of hurts, you know.
Yeah,
I got one. Nadine passed her test, her
Hey,
FNP test. Yeah,
hell yeah.
So she's pretty much a doctor now. Pretty much, FNP is like one step below doctor.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, that's
doesn't sound quite as sexy in the bedroom though.
Nah, yeah. Hey FMP, get over here. hey family nurse practitioner, can you?
And I was gonna say, you were gonna say you could just say the acronym stands for fuck nigh penis, but
nigh.
I thought it was an M at first, an FMP, but
no N nurse.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
You'll figure it out.
Family nurse practitioner.
We'll workshop it.
Yeah, we'll workshop it. That's about it. That's been video games have been pretty stagnant. They heavily loaded the back end of April with video game releases, and the beginning of April is just like nothing. Just a whole nothing burger.
It's been my fear since last December, because last year was so full of games. I feel like there's a good new game coming out every year, and now nada.
Yeah, it's Assassin's Creed came out with an update, but they didn't change too much. They just put stuff that should have been in the game to begin with. That's pretty much it.
I've been practicing that hoop and stick routine, just kind of rolling a hoop down the street, and you'll never believe how far I've gotten.
A mile,
31 paces.
What's a pace? Is it a pace step. Is slow? I feel like the hoop is moving fast.
You get 32 paces and tell me how good you are at rolling the,
all right,
hoop and stick.
Fair enough.
Let's see. Okay, I'll share this, I guess. This morning / first half of the day for me was spent breaking open a safe, because I found a safe and I wanted to see what was inside.
In your house?
And yes. Unfortunately,
you just found an unknown safe in your house.
It was in an office building and no one was looking.
Yeah.
No, there was a safe in my grandfather's closet, which I figured probably houses something important, and none of the keys worked. My grandfather's passed away. It's not like I'm doing this under his nose. And I tried all the keys.
I would hope so. You've worn all his clothes.
my grandfather's naked somewhere going, where is Eric?
It's just me and my Donkey Kong outfit here.
Mine is the pants.
Yeah.
So I take this safe. I look, how do I crack this thing? I try. How would you? Let me describe this for you guys. It is it's a similar shape to like a safety deposit box from a bank. You know, it's like a little drawer.
Rectangular. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and it's not a combination lock. It's just the the lock. And obviously, you don't have a key. How would you go about doing this? And if you have secret methods, you can keep it to yourself.
Are we finessing or are we just getting in by any means necessary? Because my first instinct is hammer.
Okay.
Hammer is also mine. I would say rubber mallet if I'm going to be a little bit more specific.
Yeah, rubber mallet would be good.
Yeah.
Well,
or a sledgehammer.
Company, because hammer was my first choice.
Nice.
I got
cut
one
from
of those
the same cloth. I see.
Yeah.
I tried using the old wedge and hammer technique of using like one of those paint chipper things.
Oh, okay.
And getting that into the lock didn't work. So I did what my neighbor once showed me. And you go outside and you go caveman mode on it, is what I've called. Is you get a brick, you just start smashing it against the brick.
Yeah.
And 5 or so good smashes, and I found a bunch of important documents.
So, oh shit, that's good.
No, it was David's reaction was right. It was not important I'm glad I found them, but I was kind of hoping for rubies,
some gold or something, some treasure,
some sort of cartoony like plunder, huh?
Like some, a compass and a map.
Hitler's artwork or something.
I found my birth certificate, which is lame.
You can get a copy of that.
I already got it. I got a copy last year, so I'm like, this is bullshit. I know when I was born. So
it'd be amazing if you actually had been celebrating the wrong birthday all these years.
Yeah, you found the wrong day.
It's Eric with a C on my birthday.
Oh, your whole life is a lie.
Jesus.
Your whole personality is built around that K.
Yeah, I would be nothing. I'd be a shell of a man if I was ERIC.
The K is holding everything up like a keystone.
I'd just crumble. Oh my god.
Oh Lord.
So you have your Social Security, right?
My Social Security card, yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing that we only have like one of those, right?
They give and it's not laminated or anything. It's just like I don't think
it's the shittiest card. It's like one of those cards that you'd get a punch out from like.
Good luck being a person.
I think my mom still has it at the bank in a security deposit box.
Really?
Yeah. Because where else are you gonna keep it that it's not gonna get like lost or burned or fucked up?
Every time you get a new job, you need it.
I just get a copy of it.
I suppose. It depends what kind of job, I suppose, too.
Yeah. Also, I own my own business now. I don't need that shit.
Yeah, that's what I did. You're filing different.
Yeah. I know the number. I'm good. It's 899-498767.
That one's mine.
In case anyone out there wants it. Just for disclaimer, that's totally made up. So don't you? It could be anyone's social security number. I don't know. If I just gave out your social security number, I apologize. Are they even that high now? I'm sure they are. 837.
Mine starts with a 5.
Yeah, same. Mine starts with a 5.
I think my parents do too. So
wait, really?
Can't be that high.
I don't know, man. The population has been increasing at a rapid
you would think, but you know what? America is in the red. We are not having kids.
Neither is Japan. And a lot of
America. It's kind of not good.
Yeah, we're in a deficit right now. It's a lot of.
Yeah, good job, David.
Yeah, a lot of writing on KidVid, huh?
Make sure KidVid has KidVid soon.
Yeah,
these numbers up.
Yeah, it's just like people our age and whatever it is and younger are like realizing like I don't want to have kids. Like I want to live my life. And even now too, I'm like the video game releases or whatever that were announced. I'm like coming out and like.
Can you tell Nadine to reverse it?
Yeah, that's what I was like. Oh, hold on a second. What did we
Hold
do?
it for a bit.
Like shit's like, oh, it's coming out in July. It's coming out in August. I'm like, I'm gonna be a father. Fuck, I don't know if I'm even gonna have time for that. Shit.
So I guess that's one nice thing that the Switch 2 is looking a little disappointing is that KidVid is not going to have such a short battery life. So
yeah, the Switch 2 just seems like disappointing all around. Every new piece of information we get about that thing is just more disappointment. No good.
But, that being said, I'm probably going to own one. I'm very resigned to the fact I'm like every criticism I've read, I agree with, but I know I'm a mark. You know what? Growing up is sometimes realizing you're a mark for things, and I'm not gonna like pre-order it or like scramble to try and get one on release like I did with the PS5. Like
that's something I would, try and get early. This I'm just gonna wait until birthday, Christmas, Black Friday. I don't even really care until the new Pokemon game comes out anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Donkey Kong, fun, but
Skip
I'm
it.
not. I'm not really obsessed. He's wearing pants, whatever it is. What are
Big
some
league.
other games that they announced? The Mario Kart thing. I'm like, like cool, but also I don't really play Switch with people a lot. Like I usually just play alone. Like, so who am I gonna play Mario Kart with? I'm just gonna be driving around the world by myself. That's kind of lame. I don't know.
That's what you do already.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm the one time I really got into online gaming was a racing game, but you got
which
to
game?
learn Crash Bandicoot Racing for the PlayStation.
Crash
That
Bandicoot
last
Team
year,
Racing. Nice.
I got hella into it. And you know what? It wasn't so bad. But those David, I don't know how you and Meech and Vincenzo do it. I guess maybe I'm too competitive, but the idea of getting into an online game and being just shitty at it for an undisclosed amount of time, I don't know. It's tough to keep morale up with that.
Yeah, you kind of just gotta not care about winning or losing. That's how I get through it. Because I'm like, I'm just having fun playing the game. As long as I'm having fun playing the game, like obviously it's more fun to win. But if you don't really care, like some people really care about losing, and like if they lose, it'll ruin their fucking day. And I'm just like, guys, we're just playing a game. Like it's a game. It's a video game. It's not even a game for money or like it's just a video game. Like if you're letting this ruin your day, then you got a shit to worry about mentally. Like
That's a very healthy way to look at that, David.
yeah, thank
true.
you.
Well,
because I think it's
generally
healthy
the
to-
ideal.
Yeah, well, I think too because like I was never really into competitive games at my beginning. Like I was never really a Call of Duty player or like a online shooter person or anything like that. And only in like the last few years that I really start getting into Call of Duty. I'm like, oh, this is fun. But like if I lose, I'm not like, fucking control. Like I'm just like, all right, we lost. Let's just load up another game. Or all right, I'm going to bed. Like it's just
That's
what
a
it
good
is. What
point.
it is.
I mean, if anything, it would kind of suck to be the best player at a multiplayer game because then you feel like I have to keep my title, you know? And again, you're right. It's totally arbitrary. Who gives a shit? There's no being the best at a video game usually does not amount to much in life.
Well, nowadays you can go be an esports person or a top streamer.
But even
or whatever
that,
it
I
is,
feel
but-
like it's like, you could be an esports person, but I don't know. How many Michael Jordans of esports are there?
That's true. I couldn't name one, to be honest with you. I couldn't name
either.
one. I think I know one guy named Fox or Sonic Fox or something. I think he's a
But
famous
that's because
fighter.
he passed away.
Oh, did he?
He was a beloved dude, and he passed away. I think.
Oh
that's why he's
shit!
kind
He
of,
he was like one of the Mortal Kombat fighters or something, right? He did.
I thought he was a Smash Bros. Player,
or maybe it was Smash Bros. Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. But yeah, that's
Damn.
the one I could think of too, and it's because they're he's named after two video game characters.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So I know we've all had a gamer freak out, from when the game gets too real. What game was your gamer freak out? When you actually did smash a keyboard or at least, and like I know it got to me before. I mean, I have been guilty of a gamer freak out before.
I can't like pinpoint one, but I know. I mean, I know I have for sure. But I can tell you that some like trying to get some trophies on PlayStation has frustrated me to no end. Where I've like almost thrown the controller. I've gotten so angry or so frustrated or so upset. I'm just like, fuck! Like, why can't I get this? But I can't really recall a specific one. But I would say probably like just being frustrated from trying to achieve certain trophies or whatever.
I mean, an easy one's Mario Kart.
Mario Kart
Yeah.
is designed that way too. If you essentially I feel like if you want to get into metagaming, the best position to be in Mario Kart is second place for 90% of the race. Because first place, the computers automatically target first place.
Yeah.
Second place is kind of, you're sitting easy for a while. I would say the only time I didn't get rage mad. I've never broken a controller or whatever. But there was one time where I politely bowed out of a Mario Party game because I was doing historically bad.
I was about to say Mario
You
Party.
politely bowed out? What does that mean? Good day? I said good day.
I
Like,
put
I'm
on
done
my
with this.
top hat and left the building.
Good day to you. There's no more party for me.
Bah humbug! And I was visited by Mario and Luigi that night. No, it was Marcus, Sean, and Justin, I believe, an old high school sleepover get together. We're all playing Mario Party, and it's Mario Party is all down to luck. It's literally just the roll of the dice. And
some of it can be very malicious.
Mini games, yes. Mini games is where the pavement hits the road.
Not even. I'm more concerned with when you can steal stars and like you can like steal like that shit. That's when I crash
where I
out.
live, baby.
Oh no, because I'm too nice. I'm like
hard work.
I'm like no, I'll take the money from the person who like has the most or whatever, or I'll whatever it is. And other people are like, no, I'm gonna get the poor sucker. I'm gonna keep him poor.
That's a good way to find yourself dead in the dirt in Mario Party, David.
Yeah. That's
shit. Someone stole all my stars. I had no money. Finally, the last round. And again, this is like the other players had 7 stars, 10 stars. I'm sitting at 0. I finally get a star in the final round. And for some reason, because you have to go to like Toad or whatever, and he says, hey, do you have 20 coins for a star? I decided, they give you the option to say yes or no. No one has ever said no. I said no. I was like, I don't want it. I'm leaving this game with a clean 0. And then I politely excused myself out. I grabbed my umbrella and I left the building. How about you, Chatwin? Do you have a heated gamer moment?
Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Safety Island.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Nah, it's probably like Mario
game.
Kart.
Have you ever just felt like viciously competitive?
It's usually with video games.
Usually.
I guess, well, yeah, no, I don't know. I'm sure it's happened. Probably Mario Kart.
Racing games, I kind of feel like I have to win just because I'm so good at them.
Because
so
you're
like,
natural. Because the racing game called Life, you were so good at.
Yeah, that's where art imitates life.
You know what I miss? I want to hear you guys' opinions on this. How were you guys ever Guitar Hero kids?
For a little bit.
Or Rock Band kids?
I had one version of Guitar Hero. I think it was like Guitar Hero 2 or 3. I think it was on the PS3.
Brother, I was a DJ Hero kid.
Ah, DJ Hero. Nice.
DJ Hero was superior to Rock Band.
Someone's big timing us, David. I feel like someone in the room big timing me.
DJ Hero made me a hero.
Yeah,
let's just put it that way.
I had Drum Hero too on the PS3 also.
Drum Hero.
And yeah, strangely went missing.
No, it's actually still on the shelf it's in the game room. It's in the box. It's put away. That one wasn't as annoying but it was still annoying because you would hit it and like you would just hear the pads. Yeah, you're just hitting pads, so it's just less musically inclined.
What about you, Eric? Did you ever rock the band?
Yeah. This question was a launch into me saying I was a big Guitar Hero kid, and I loved it. And I'm surprised that it hasn't come back. No one's ever tried to do like, hey, here's Guitar Hero 1 through 3 repackaged, and here's a cheap guitar controller to buy. Because I would do it. I would put money on the barrelhead immediately.
They're still coming out with the guitar controllers though.
Yeah, they
still make new ones. Because there are people out there who like all they do is stream and play Guitar Hero. I think there was just a dude like a few weeks ago who like hit, I forget what the song was. It was like one of the famous Guitar Hero songs, like every single note in the song perfectly at like ultra speed or some shit like that. It was insane.
Wow.
Like there's still people out there who like that's all they're trying to do is master Guitar Hero.
Let's fucking go! And give fuck all attention to learning guitar.
Learning actual guitar. Imagine how many more musicians there'd be.
I have read comments that have said that like if you get really good at the drums in Rock Band, like if you're an expert drum player, you can essentially play drums. Like it's a good enough like analog. Where Guitar Hero, you're not actually doing chords or whatever. You're
Right.
pressing buttons. But with drums, you have sticks and you have the pads.
Yeah,
So if you can, you basically accidentally teach yourself rhythm by becoming good at Rock Band.
Yeah. And having already like had a drum set and like knew how to play the drums, it just felt very natural. So which was nice because like it just felt normal. It didn't feel like I was doing something like different to fit a video.
Did you have
game.
the one with the pedal too? For
Yep.
like the hell yeah.
That one didn't even hit anything. It was just you just hit the
It was
pedal.
just a pedal, yeah.
Electron. Yeah.
Dunk,
But it
dunk.
was nice. It was good. It was a nice fun game.
Hell yeah.
That reminds me of DDR. I was terrible at DDR.
DDR. When's the last time you guys were in an arcade? Even like Dave and Buster's, I guess.
It's been a serious minute.
I miss the arcade. Oh, you remember the arcade in Green Valley Ranch by the movie theater?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you could just go like a half hour before your movie and hang out in the arcade and just hang out after the movie and just chill in the arcade. Oh, man.
Play some House of the Dead 2.
Oh,
Hell
Time Crisis and
yeah.
freaking
The Jurassic Park game.
oh my god.
My gosh.
What was the Dave and Buster's Under the Strip? Was that Dave and Buster's?
For 10 more minutes, can we just list arcade shoot 'em ups? Because Time Crisis 1.
Do you guys do you guys ever
We really got the shower.
I'm gonna phrase this.
Chowan's thinking about skee ball and losing his mind.
No, it was like I remember a time that like I kissed someone at the Jurassic Park ride or the whatever that
in that
thing
little
is.
booth.
Yeah,
in
did
the
you guys
chair?
did you guys ever kiss anyone in the booth?
I don't think
Dirty
so.
dog.
No.
I was probably waiting outside waiting for you to finish and so I could play.
They shoot
Hurry
these
up! I want to
raptors.
shoot the dinosaurs.
Damn, Chowan got to level 3. He was getting the
Far
level
from
5,
it.
turns out.
But yeah, I don't know. Good
Yeah.
kissing spot. Even
That's
today.
Apparently, whoa. Chow, I was like, "When's the last time you were in an arcade?" Chow was like,
30-year-old
"Yesterday."
man, lure someone into that Jurassic Park arcade. Ooh, you know what was a good one? That Star Wars arcade game where you would
Love them.
it was like 3 levels. It was Hoth, then the Death Star run, and then Endor when you're like on the speeder bikes. God, that was.
I just had a funny thought. When you Chatwin, when you if you ever are in a
Kissing
ch-
in the booth.
if you're ever in a chat from an app again with a fine young lady, you should just your opening line should be, "Have you ever made out at the Jurassic Park booth at the arcade?"
I don't know why. They're just. I think there's like a certain middle school angst about it, where it's like
Do you wanna?
it's like sneaky, but like not that. I don't know.
Does it have like a curtain or something to like?
Yeah,
close
yeah,
the-
they-
it's
a
got-
little
hiding
curtain.
in plain sight, essentially.
yeah.
Yeah.
Were you smart enough? Did you actually put quarters into the game so that like the sound and stuff was playing?
No, of
It's
course not.
just the sounds of them.
Have
you
you
was
touched the
doing
guy
it.
like shoot? No, pick up your gun.
No,
Oh,
it's just a
God.
bit of innocent fun.
I've been out in a photo booth before, but not an arcade booth.
If I may be so bold to ask which photo booth this was.
How do you know?
I don't remember what the
the
photo booth
launch
What does
was.
it make a difference?
I'm gonna lodge into a story. I'm not just creeping.
Were you there too? Were you also waiting outside the photo booth?
Yeah, I was like, man, these guys take forever.
I don't know. I don't remember what the
Okay.
photo booth.
I was just gonna say when I worked at the guest services at Town Square, there's that little children's play place, and connected to it was a photo booth. And part of our job was, if teenagers were in there for longer than 15 minutes, we'd have to go like knock on the door and say, "Hey, get out of here!"
15 minutes? That's a
Well,
long time.
Maybe they're taking a lot of photos. They're
That's-
making a whole album.
I would say like 5 minutes max.
But there was one time
Way to be a buzzkill, David.
I was the one doing it. It was him.
5 minutes. No foreplay in the photo booth?
I'm just saying, like 15 minutes, you're done. These are teenagers we're talking about.
Sorry, I like to canoodle afterwards. Whisper a couple sweet nothings. Anyway, our manager had to go and stop one because the kids were naked and none of us wanted to go in there.
They were naked and taking pictures, or they were naked and doing stuff.
Yeah, David, they were naked and taking pictures.
They could have been. It could have been a prank.
I guess the pictures were being taken, but they were not focusing on the pictures. They
Okay,
were
all right.
focusing
That's all I
on-
need. That's all. We're good.
Okay. Intercourse is what they're.
Yeah, all right.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
All right. What about you, Chowin? Who have you had intercourse with in the photo booth?
I feel like you're kind of big leaguing me right now.
Yeah.
No.
Put on some pants, Jeff.
Yeah, no, it's been a while. I miss arcades. I guess the really only adult
You took that
arcade is
differently than I was expecting.
Dave and
I guess we're
Buster's,
still-
huh?
Yeah, I guess. Wasn't there a huge arcade on the strip that was like multi-level? Now I'm trying to remember.
I thought so, but I think wasn't it underground? Didn't it like go down? If I remember
could
correctly,
be.
What's it called?
It was
It was like-
connected to.
It's GameWorks.
GameWorks.
GameWorks,
Yeah.
thank you.
What happened to that shit?
Well, it went to Town Square and failed.
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel like Town Square is where things go to fail. Every time I go to Town Square, it's new stores,
It's certainly a turnover.
except for California Pizza Kitchen. That shit lives forever.
Yeah, how do they stick around? Yeah, Town Square. Have either of you been there recently?
Not in a
No.
while.
It's weird. There's a whole new coat of paint. There's like 50% more stores, and 25% of them are open. And I don't know. It just feels like a weird, empty city.
They brought Barnes and Noble back.
Oh shit!
Didn't they used to have Barnes and Noble and Borders? Then the Barnes and Noble closed because the Borders was winning.
There's no way they would have let Barnes.
No,
and
I think
Noble
they
on
just had a
Borders.
Borders.
I thought they had
Yeah.
both.
David is partly correct. There was a Borders there that has changed to a Container Store. But most recently, Barnes & Noble has opened at Town Square. They were never there at the same time. But he's kind of right.
would
That
be,
Borders was the storage place. The container store. There it
That's the
is.
Container
Store,
Store.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
thought
they
I could have sworn they had both. There was one place. Maybe I was in a dream and a fantasy once upon a time, but I could have sworn there was like one mall or shopping center or something that had a Barnes and Noble on one side and a Borders on the other, and I was just like, "That's bold." Like,
you had a
that's-
2-bookstore dream.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe.
You gotta have better dreams, David.
Yeah.
Get some.
Needs more. It needs
Dragons in
more
there.
stimulate.
More
Some
cowbell.
stimulation.
You need to eat right before going to bed. Get some
Yeah.
nightmares.
All right. Just wake up with heartburn and a new dream.
Yeah, and a bag full of books.
It's the weirdest dream you guys have ever had.
The weirdest.
I have one that's like it's kind of weird, but it's a recurring kind of dream where I'm just like I'll be driving or I'll be in a vehicle of some sort, even if I'm not necessarily driving, and we'll just go off a cliff. And it's like
Do you see the cliff coming?
sometimes I see the cliff coming, especially if I'm driving, right? Like I see the
Sure.
cliff coming, and like the going off the cliff is like it's not in slow motion, but it's like you have a few seconds before it's like.
And
And
those first two wheels hit air where you're like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
and some of them I remember very vividly. Like there was one, I don't remember why, but we were in like a kind of like a tourist van, I guess. And I remember my dad was in it, and I don't remember who else was in it. I think maybe Nadine, and some of the tourist guide or whoever was driving, and my dad was like, how like old dads or whatever like think they're in charge, or like stand at the front of the bus and like kind of just like look out and whatever.
That's
He was
exactly
like-
what my dad does.
He was like standing there, and the bus went over the cliff, and we were just in the air for a few seconds, and I remember him just looking at me, and I don't remember what he said. He said something, and then just like black, and then like
Damn.
the dream just ended. That's all I remember. Like that's an example, but there's many other times where I've just like gone off a cliff and just in the air, and then black.
Those last
ends.
words, David, you're big timing me.
Put some
Freaking
pants
pants.
on.
I can't think of the weirdest one off the top of my head, but since you mentioned recurring dreams, I've had a recurring dream since I was a little boy, like age 5 or whatever. And it's a wolf is chasing me through the forest. And it used to be as a kid, once the wolf got me, dream's over, ate me, I'm dead. Somewhere around like age 10, the dream continues and I'm inside it's like
You're inside
Pinocchio.
the wolf?
I'm
Oh.
inside the wolf and I'm just walking around. And
Interesting.
Whoa.
that's it. I've always wondered, it's like maybe as the decades go on, I get further and further into the dream. And then when I'm like 80, the wolf poops me out. And I continue on with this dream.
Turns out you were the wolf the whole time.
Whoa.
Interesting.
How about you, chat? You have any
I keep
Very
having this
interesting.
dream about David stuck between two bookstores, and I'm on one side trying to
All right.
lure him in.
All right, keep your secrets. Keep your secrets. That's fine. You don't want to reveal the inner workings of the Chatwin mind.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't let that cat out of the box.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a dream where you died?
I don't think I have. I'm kind of invulnerable. Wait, does the dream continue after you've died?
Yeah, that's
I
a
don't
good
think
question.
they can. I don't think it can. I don't know. I don't think you can continue that. Maybe you could see your funeral. I don't know.
I've never, if I've ever had a dream where I die, I wake up immediately. But I have had dreams where, in any logic, this is where I would die, and the dream like puts bumpers up where I don't die, and it's a little disappointing.
Have you ever had like been dreaming and woken up in the dream and kind of like realized you were
Yeah, a
dreaming while you
lucid
were dreaming?
dream.
Yeah, dream walking, lucid dreaming. I love that shit.
Yeah,
That shit's
lucid
fun.
dreaming.
There was a time in my life where I like actively tried to make that happen for a
You
while.
could try to. Yeah,
Yeah,
could
you
pursue
could.
it.
You
I've
could.
tried.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it
you
worked a
did
couple
too.
times. So I've done it without actively trying to do it, and then once I learned about it, I actively tried to do it, and you could do some crazy shit. Because like once
that
you're
work
in
for you?
there, yeah, once you're in there and you realize you're in there, you can just change anything. Like if something happens and you're like, I didn't like that, you can just like go back and erase it, and or you could change it and like you can do anything you want.
I have at least done that where it's like I had some dream where my neighbors were cornering me with knives, and my neighbors were my best friends in like childhood. So in the dream, I'm like, Bruce and Falcon wouldn't want to hurt me, and then immediately their knives disappeared, and they're like, oh, hey Eric, and it's like, boom, dream over. The nightmare got converted into a dream, but now we don't know what to do, so the dream's just done.
What
So-
dope names for friends? Bruce and Falcon.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you dream in third person or mostly or first person? Because I've done both, but mostly first person, I think.
I dream in second person.
I haven't taken my English classes are rusty. I was trying to think of like how would that
I know.
Who is he?
Yeah.
He is I.
Probably. I don't know.
I think
Dreams are weird.
second person is we, right? Isn't second person like a collective?
I think he is going to, or he chooses not to. I think.
Yeah, so
It's
I guess
only a bound by
a second
English.
person Chatwin
Narrative
dream
kinda.
is like they're watching Chatwin. No,
Yeah.
wait, because that's it would be like Chatwin if you and me were in a dream, but your perspective was fuck it. You didn't have a second person dream.
It's all it is an example of the English language. It's not how
yeah,
you dream.
exactly. This has become we've devolved from arcades to just discussing English.
No, just because I mean, like sometimes I dream and I feel like I'm watching myself, whereas otherwise I'm like in the dream, you know.
I think I'm
Mhm.
usually third person then. I'm not like in my eyes, you know.
Mhm.
I'm watching me from a screen or whatever.
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, I'm not like in. Sometimes you're right. I am in me sometimes, but more often than not, I'm a third person.
Gotcha.
Where are you chuckling at, David? The idea that I'm in me sometimes.
Yeah, in me.
I'm
That's
gonna
funny.
fuck myself. Is that what you're?
I don't know, man. It's your dream. You do you.
That's true. It's my reality.
Ay.
It is officially around the time when we started the podcast last year because I don't need light in here anymore, and I am baking under this.
Yeah, that's right.
I am just like a glazed.
No, we
honey
didn't
right
start until
May?
summer, did? No, it was summer, wasn't it?
I think because because you had to upload all the episodes onto Spotify recently. I believe the first ep was May 22nd.
Oh shit! All right, damn.
Hmm.
What do you know? Yeah, that's right. Because technically the business started in the beginning of May last year.
1 year? Is it? So it's been 1 year.
Almost
1 year.
A month and almost 2 months. Month and a couple weeks.
Guess we'll have to think of something fun to do, or maybe we'll think of something not fun to do. We will.
What? Or maybe we'll
could
think
do
about
anything
thinking
we
about
want.
things.
Just have the opposite of a party. Just like the.
Air our grievances.
Yeah. So I bought some. I'm trying out a new undershirt for summer. I bought a bunch of wife beaters.
Oh,
Which
no.
you're not supposed to call them wife beaters now, right? Aren't they
I think
supposed to
they're
be
just
called
tank
something?
tops,
Yeah, just tank tops. Is that what it is?
undershirt tank tops.
I
I
didn't
kind of
know.
like it. The wife beater. Well, what were you saying?
How is it? How are they? Because I've never used them before.
Well, I wanted to find out. So I will say the first. So they are tight to your skin. You know, they're like compression. Kind of, and I was wondering if it was going to be like wearing boxer briefs because I prefer boxers over boxer briefs.
Yeah.
And so I feel it all the time. But when I first put it on, I will tell you that it was not flattering.
That's not. Yeah.
I definitely need to start working out. It's not like I'm really out of shape either, but it was like squeezing like a soft little sausage into this.
Yeah. And it makes it makes whatever
wife
shirt
beater.
you're wearing over it like cling to that, so then
A
it ends
little
up clinging
bit.
to your skin. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you wear wife beaters?
No, I've tried in the past. It wasn't for me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I do sometimes if I'm wearing like a dress shirt, but I hate the look of like if you can see it through the dress shirt. I hate that. So like if it's a dark colored shirt and like you can't see it, sometimes I'll wear one. But most of the time, not anymore.
I've been working on managing sweat for this summer, you know. So this is in the quiver.
I got dad bod now, guys. I'm full dad bod.
You got to start eating. You got to start packing it on, David. You got to start sweating like me.
Yeah.
You got to start being sweaty daddies together.
Plowman's lunches every day.
Wake up on your little bedside table is an onion. You just take a big old.
Fine line between the plowman and the Grinch.
I'm thinking of maximizing my sweat output this summer. But the difficult thing is, since I stopped drinking, that was doing a lot of favors for me because that makes you sweaty.
Yeah, it sure does.
Interesting.
Now I just got, I guess I have to work on. I have my fat guy jeans, so that helps.
Nice.
GENES.
I was gonna ask. I was like, wait.
I have customized fat guy denim.
I just bought some Relax Fit.
Maybe that's a good idea. If I wear a Canadian tuxedo during the summer, that'll make me sweaty.
I'm so glad that baggy, kind of the baggy style is coming back. I was so over the tight style that everyone's wearing. It's so
It's it's very convenient that as I've gotten older and lost my svelte figure, that baggy has come back. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Hopefully, slim doesn't come back. Hopefully,
never again. Please, never again.
No.
Let's just keep it baggy.
Full circle.
Yeah. I remember crew socks. You know, the like taller socks or whatever. Yeah. When we were kids, this is like a vivid memory I have of like getting made fun of at St. Vitus in like 6th or 7th grade. And I can tell you exactly who it was, but it doesn't matter. Who gives a shit now? But they were like, he was like, you're wearing crew socks? What the fuck, loser? Who wears crew socks?
No, you can out him. Out him right now.
No,
I'm just kidding.
I'll just say it, then we can bleep it. It was
wow.
It was like, you're wearing crew socks, loser. And at the time, right, it was like, athletic socks are in the no-show ankle socks or whatever it is, right? And then it's so funny because like as college started to roll around, whatever it is, crew socks back in. Everyone's wearing crew socks. If you're at the gym without crew socks, you're the weirdo. I was like, that always stuck in my head. Like, fuck you, get back.
It's fucking socks. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
You know what? It's not like you could look fashionable. You're wearing khaki shorts already, you know?
Yeah.
We all look like dorks.
And we had to wear black shoes, like all black shoes, and the blue or white polo.
I remember first grade, we were maybe the last class before they said we don't have to do this anymore, is you had to wear penny loafers. Did you guys have to?
Yeah, we
Is
did.
that when you
I
ever
did.
have to have penny loafers?
Yeah, I think through like third grade maybe we had, or second grade.
Yeah, walking around looking like Hansel and Gretel all day.
And then after that, it was just all black shoes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking penny loafers.
Do you
They
have
actually
some
had
chocolate?
Yeah, I look like fucking Augustus Gloop on my first day of school photo.
actually had a penny in them.
Yeah, a penny in them, a big old lollipop.
I think we have your school photo here. Let me pull it up.
Fury. Eric, first grade.
Yeah. Honestly, it's probably in there somewhere. All right. What are you guys doing for dinner tonight?
Oh, I
You
did
still
want to
a
bring this
chili
up. Guys,
Chili man?
I apologize. I'm a mac and cheese man now.
Oh.
I've already moved on from
What?
the chili.
Damn, you didn't even get to try the pulled pork.
Short-lived.
Honestly,
I know.
replace the beans with macaroni and replace the barbecue sauce with some cheese sauce. And you got some pulled pork
Same recipe.
mac and cheese there. Yeah.
What are you saying? There you go. You got whatever that is.
Are they
Yeah.
really a plug and play? They're not exactly the same thing, but
Yeah, man,
okay.
just pulled pork mac and cheese. Try it. It'll be
I'll
good.
make pulled pork mac and cheese, I guess.
Don't say it like it's gross. This sounds good.
Yeah, you sent me that recipe and I didn't have the heart to say, David, I'm already a mac and cheese man.
So
When I get back to chili in the winter.
Now, are we
yeah,
talking
yeah.
like craft? Yeah, winter's perfect time to get into chili. We're talking
Yeah,
like
we are
craft
making craft.
or Velveeta, or are we making our own, or what's the deal?
Sam's Club had a good deal. It was 18 boxes of Kraft mac and cheese for under $10. So I'm a mac and cheese man for a while, and I'm a Kraft man.
There you go. Are you doing any protein with it, chicken or?
Yeah, I'm putting a little chicken in there. I've been thinking, you know what I might get? Might get some like Frank's little
yeah.
weenie doos to put in there. That's delicious. You
Try
guys
some
have any-
buffalo chicken mac and cheese. You ever
Oh.
had that? That shit's good.
I do love buffalo chicken.
Yeah.
I was wondering, what do you guys ever put anything on your mac and cheese? A little hot sauce, a little pepper.
I put pepper, and then you
Pepper?
know, I put pepper.
Pepper.
I put pepper on, and some oregano is actually pretty good.
Whoa.
I had never heard about it until someone showed me it. Oregano with the mac and cheese. Give it a shot. See
Throw
what you
some,
like. You got what, 15 of them? You could probably put.
Yeah, if I fuck it up tonight,
Yeah,
whatever.
you don't
Throw
have
some,
to have it.
throw some paprika in there. Maybe?
Yeah, a little paprika.
Little paprika.
Little paprika.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little
oregano.
maybe some cumin, some pulled pork,
No, David.
some diced onions.
Did you just slyly pull up the recipe again?
Oh,
little of Nick's powder sauce or whatever you said. it was?
some chili paste.
Oh,
I'll warn you though, man. Mac and cheese all the time ain't good for you.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it.
It's
ready.
gonna hurt.
You know what? I'm getting a lot of roughage in my lunch, so I think they'll balance each other out.
There you go.
It's nothing but prunes and kale for lunch. So
Hey. If you're feeling real expensive, you can go grab a lobster, throw some lobster in there, lobster mac and cheese.
that
Yeah.
sounds delicious.
Truffle. Get some truffle oil or truffle powder. Truffle mac and cheese.
That sounds delicious too.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
Guys, you really judged up my mac and cheese. I appreciate it.
Well,
So let's
use
see,
you
we got
anytime, baby.
a little oregano, a little paprika, little. You guys aren't hot sauce men in your mac. And
Oh
cheese,
no, I'll
are
throw
you?
some
That was
hot
always
sauce
my
on there,
go-to.
but usually after. Like after it's made, I'll throw hot sauce on top.
Yeah,
But
just a little.
you could mix it in.
Okay. All right.
That's a cheese, baby.
That's cheese.
That's
baby.
some cheese.
I think that's a wrap, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? We bullshitted for long enough. Now it's a full episode length, so
There you go.
we're set in stone, baby.
Everything is mac and cheese, baby. Is that a
It's
Yeezus
mac
shirt?
and cheese.
No, just
Oh.
a red.
All right then. Adios.
Baby.
Never mind, baby.
Everything is Everything is an ABD Productions podcast. Executive produced and hosted by David Abdu, Chatwin Cray, and Eric Helling. Video and audio captured by Riverside.fm. If you have any inquiries, please reach out to us via everythingiseverything69@gmail.com. Thank you for listening.